Okay, I decided to make this video really quickly, very spontaneous, last second, about my thoughts, sitting it with my thoughts with the movie, with Obsession. Just now that I've been able to sit with it just for a little bit longer. I mean, I have been thinking about this movie all morning. I mean, my alarm is set for 7, and and by 5:50 I was up, and this movie is the only thing I've been able to think about. I think, so one thing I was about to say to myself, which I could have just said to this camera, which I'm now doing. I think what I find so sad about it is that this was really just like a casual group of friends. Like, we didn't need to be told, like, how close they were. We didn't need that. We didn't need this group of 4 people to be like the most closest people in the whole world. It didn't need to do that. The story was so effortless, and I don't want to say nonchalant. I mean, maybe that is. It's not trying to do anything that it isn't already organically doing on its own. I think that's a better way of me saying that. Because I find it a lot more sad that this really does feel just like a group of coworkers that happen to be a little bit closer than usual, than your usual coworkers. This is a group of people where, you know, they're just clocking in almost every day to their probable part-time jobs, maybe full-time jobs, and happen to do something, every Tuesday or every Wednesday. And I don't know, each dynamic with each person, the performances were great. Obviously, we talked about Indy in particular yesterday, but all of them were good, man. All of them, you know, I genuinely believe that this was, you know, a casual group of friends. And there's something about how it all turned out that just makes me really sad, man. I don't know. I'm thinking more of the role like our main character Bear played. I'm thinking more of his role in what he did and what he was doing. I think I'm definitely gonna find some time to watch it again. I am, because I want to pay more attention to what I'm really feeling with this character. He obviously knew very quickly that something was wrong with her, but there was a part of him that was still, can we really call it denial? Like, was it really, I guess you can say it was partially denial, but a part of it also felt like this is someone where we see him struggling with like confidence, like tremendously, very early on. This movie tells you very quickly that this is not a character that likes himself. This is not a character that believes in himself, that he's worthy of anything good happening to him romantically. So it almost feels like, and maybe you can say I'm just coming back to the definition of denial, but it feels like we're watching a character that believes, even despite the craziness of it all, that this is his only shot. Which you would say doesn't make much sense, because Sarah liked him, and so there was this other great girl right next to him. But I guess you can also say that he was just so in his own head. You know, there was a part of that movie where, you know, Nikki is in the body and she's saying, help, like just kill me, like this is, and the only thing this guy is really thinking about is the fact that, like, do you actually even like me? Like, he keeps asking her. I'm sorry, guys, I'm really jumbled with my words. I just feel like there's a lot going on. And I'm trying to really collect my thoughts in a proper way. He seems... I need to watch it again. I need to watch it again. It's making me think so much. I need to watch it again. Because this is something where I'm really blown away. He's very much thinking about himself. That is something that... And if you've ever been in a situation where you are overly infatuated with somebody, and you are mature enough and aware enough and strong enough to be comfortable within yourself to admit that this isn't really healthy, you recognize that it really just comes back down to your perceived self-worth. And there are times where I remember in those moments where you're reading like every situation wrong at this point, and it almost becomes like their actions are just a way to remind yourself that you're not worthy of love. Like it's not even about the person anymore. It's about who is taking up your mental space that helps mask your lack of self-love and self-respect. Did he ever imagine himself being in a situation like this? No. But at the same time, does he really think that there's anything better for him? Like, this girl is very clearly not okay in every way, shape, and form, but there's still a fantasy that he is obsessed with. She's obsessed with him, but he is very much also obsessed with her, but also himself in a negative way. I think we all know after seeing them, this movie's going to blow up, and I can't find too many discussions about all of it yet. I'm very curious on how the public perceives Bear. And people are going to perceive this film very differently. There will be great disagreements on him. Was he completely in the right? Absolutely not. But from some of the comments am I seeing, is he like this insanely awful, terrible person? Like, no. Like, he broke that stick as a joke. Like, he never expected anything to happen. So when something like that is happening to you, I mean, you've been crushing on this person for a hot second now. You know, it is Fantasyland. Okay, she was super weird that first night. But then, you know, they're showing a montage where at least for like, what, a couple weeks, he's getting everything he wanted. And then, you know, obviously she becomes insanely barbaric. So you throw in the fact that there was something he was able to take away from it. This is still a fantasy he had. And also the fact he doesn't like himself. He doesn't respect himself. And you have someone that is going just as far as she is in his own way. I don't know. I find the whole movie deeply, deeply sad. I really like... There's just something about it that... I haven't felt this moved by a movie like this intensely after I watched it probably since Anora. I think I can already say that. Like, it's shaken me to my core. I saw it, what? It's been 10 hours now since I saw the movie. And to feel like I still just left the theater, I haven't felt that way since Anora. This is a deeply troubling film. And it's very good, but it shakes me so much, it's uncomfortable for me to say it's good. It's uncomfortable. But yeah, that's those are my thoughts, my round two thoughts. I don't even think it properly conveyed everything I am still feeling and what I want to say, but that's round two. I'll put a spoiler warning for this one. But yeah, guys, I hope you check this one out. It really is going to be one of the most talked about movies this year. It just is.